Alf, good morning to you, friend. I wish I could say that we're going to take a narrative today that the sports card hobby is tanking or dying, but no, it is not. And we're going to talk about a few different things that I saw over the weekend that are just shouting from the rooftops, where is the end point to this bull market of trading cards? Before I dive in, shout out to our channel partners. PSA, you want $25 off that first submission, or you have a friend that needs $25 off that first submission. It's SCD25 code at the shipping and billing screen. Also applies to the new comic books and magazines grading submissions as well. Take $25 off your first magazine, your first comic book going over there for PSA grading. If you have questions, you're a first-time submitter, reach out to me. I can help assist as far as how to submit and those sorts of things, so make sure to reach out to me directly. JustCollect.com, you got a collection to sell, whether it's vintage or modern. Leighton Sheldon and the team over there at JustCollect.com can help you. Very easy appraisal form on their website. Make sure to check out Just Collect. Card Capsule, you want quality supplies, you don't want to pay a fortune for them. $25 off your first $100 spend over there at Card Capsule. Cases, top loaders, semi-rigids, it's all there for you. All right, we got a few different stories wrapped into one today. So on Collect.com, Ben Burrows and Will Stern working overtime over there doing some great stuff. Article came out, prices for 2025-26 Topps basketball surge on the secondary market. It feels like now basically how this works with any new release, and whether it's Topps or Panini or whatever it is that comes out, it just feels like you want to get in on the EQL, you're trying to get on the drop, you're trying to get on that pre-order, not even if you want the product, but just simply to be able to resell. If you're able to get it on pre-sale, then you can just resell it in the secondary market and flip that thing. So I don't know how many people are actually looking to get that product and open it and they're all excited, and just how many people are looking to just snag it and flip it. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that. That's a big part of our card hobby, is buying and selling and flipping, trading, trying to find arbitrage, short-term wins to pay for the long-term PC holds. A lot of people are doing it, and this is a perfect example. I also do wonder just how much product, for example, this Topps product, how much of it was actually made available to the public. I don't think that they want to necessarily say like, hey, you know what? We never sold out of this. You know, I think that they want there to be that media around like, yeah, you know, this thing sold out in seconds. It's sold out in minutes, which is basically what the headline here is on Collect.com. Pre-sale orders sold out within minutes Friday. How much of the actual print run is put out when they go on pre-sale immediately? I think it's very small, because I think they want to generate the hype. Oh man, it's sold out. A simple supply demand thing that Topps is doing, and hey, it works. And look, this is the first time in a long time that Topps has the basketball license. There's going to be a lot of people fired up. When Topps Chrome comes out, that's going to be a really big deal. I think we all know that. Next up, we've got a story about Saquon Barkley's 2018 Prism, the Black Finite 1 of 1, recently sold here for $42,550. And this is a sale I just want to talk about because we've come such a long way from, oh, you know what? It's just quarterback cards that matter in the football card market. If you look down the line, and I'm a collector of Alvin Kamara as a New Orleans Saints fan, probably will go down as our best offensive weapon in franchise history, Alvin Kamara. And I don't have the Black Finite 1 of 1 from 2017, his rookie year, but I do have a gold out of 10, and I'm always keeping my eyes open for the gold vinyls. I do have the gold vinyl auto card, and I've got a gold, just a true gold auto for Kamara as well. I've got some cool Kamara cards, because frankly, they're just a fraction of the cost of a lot of other stuff, so it's fun to kind of search for those and find them. But Saquon Barkley, he won a Super Bowl last year. The last sale, so I was looking at this, has this card sold before? Card Ladder data shows that in December of 2024, this thing sold for about $16,000. Still a hell of a lot of money, especially for a running back. Almost triple that now, 10 months later. That's a hell of a flip for whoever bought it for 16 and sold it for 42. Many would probably say this is Saquon Barkley's best card. So you're seeing that more flight to those Black Finites, those gold out of 10s, for specific players. You're seeing that happen more and more, which I think is really interesting to contrast the story that we just talked about Topps taking over basketball, and then football will come in about 6 months. Is there going to be a lot more emphasis on those Panini cards like the Black Finites? They're popular cards, you know, and I think that they're always going to be those gold out of 10s, the Black Finite 1 of 1s. Even, you know, going down the line a little bit, I think that if you've got color match, I mentioned this in yesterday's video, you know, color match stuff that's numbered for particular players as Tom Brady, I think collectors are really going to look back fondly on that stuff. And then finally, we have a Fanatics releases NBA cards in China through Caillou partnership. NBA Match Addicts 2025 is the first product release under Fanatics' new licensing deal. For some, this might seem like a nothing burger, but I think it goes, again, it kind of speaks to the global expansion of trading cards. That's why I wanted to mention this particular story. It says Fanatics Collectibles has partnered with Chinese trading card manufacturer Kaiyu to release NBA cards in China. We know when it comes to basketball cards, the Asian market is huge. There's massive collectors that are in China, in Japan, in the Philippines. Man, the Filipinos love basketball cards. And this is an example of where Fanatics, I think, is really trying to be smart about making sure that they can get their branded cards, their licensed cards, into the hands of Asian collectors. It says here in the Collect.com article, the partnership with Kaiyu signals an increased priority on the international collecting community for Fanatics, which opened offices in Shanghai and Beijing earlier this year. I was not aware of that. So that, again, that just kind of shows they've got a huge customer base. Although the majority of money spent on trading cards is in the United States, I think that Fanatics, Topps, they're looking at global expansion. Hey, where can we gain sales? I mean, it's no secret that they love basketball cards, and they certainly love Pokemon cards and other types of trading cards. So Asia, I think there's going to be a big Asian expansion for Fanatics Collect. Also, they opened up a flagship store in London. PSA's Germany office, I believe, will open in 2026. You look at the big companies in the space, it's Fanatics, Topps, and it's PSA. These are the companies really kind of driving the market right now, and they are not resting on their laurels. They are pushing out, looking for that international expansion. I mean, when you think about PSA, we just talked about Fanatics. Fanatics is going to try to really sell just cards directly to those markets. But PSA, think about the grading numbers that have been off the charts for PSA, and they still haven't really touched a lot of the European and the Asian market that is sure to come. So there's not really a lot of signs that the trading card market is slowing down. It looks like just further expansion. And actually what it really looks like from both of those companies, Fanatics and PSA, is just setting up infrastructure. And it kind of reminds me, I'll make an analogy here where some will think, oh, this is a crazy comparison to make, but it just kind of makes me think a little bit. So Jeff Bezos running Amazon. Kind of a little sleepy company in the late 90s. They're starting with books, and then you know what? They're looking to expand out to other things. But you know what Jeff Bezos did, as opposed to really taking huge profits and it's showing as a wildly profitable company? You know what he did for a better part of a decade and even longer? Is he was just continually putting the profits back into the infrastructure of Amazon. Amazon was not showing as a very profitable company year over year. And then what happened was the infrastructure was finally in place, and that's where really profits, the company exploded. That's where you saw, okay, the infrastructure's in place, everything is there, and now you're seeing kind of the fruits of that labor. And when I look at Fanatics and PSA, they're not just happy with the way that things are now. Oh, we've got a great, strong U.S. market, North American market. We're good. No, I think they're looking at this a lot more big picture than a lot of us might realize. So we'll have to see. But right now, trading card market, it's not normal because we are in a massive growth phase even still, which a lot of people will say, you know what? A lot of the new product is not affordable. But if you look, though, there's various ways to participate in it. So no, you don't have to go out and buy the new hobby box in the secondary market. And maybe it sucks that you can't rip packs the way that you did 6, 7, 8 years ago. But the singles market is strong. The singles come out of those boxes, whether it's people opening them, whether it's breaks, however it is, they come out, they flow out into the secondary market, and you're able to get access to those cards. So really it just boils down to, hey, if your thing is really opening up packs, if you're just a pack opener and that's kind of like where you get the excitement, then you might have to get a little creative, pick and choose which new products you're going to get into. You know, if you look at non-sports, for example, non-sports, it's not inexpensive. I mean, even like a lot of the Marvel releases now, they're a lot more expensive than they were when they were at Upper Deck. But there's still opportunities there, just picking and choosing which products. But it never fails that people open up those packs, the singles flow out. So if you're more interested in just getting the cards out of those packs, not just the act of the pack ripping part, there's a lot of options out there. So friends, let me know your thoughts. How are you hobbying these days? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Are you think that we're in for a little bit of a correction in the trading card space, even though a lot of these companies are really in full-blown expansion mode, building out the infrastructure for the future, really, of what trading cards can be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.